Thank you for joining Wars of the Roses. And this is Hermes from the Encyclopedia of Freemasonry by Albert G. Mackey. Hermes, and all the old manuscript records which contain the legend of the craft, mention is made of Hermes as one of the founders of Masonry. Thus, in the Grand Lodge No. 1 manuscript, whose date is 1583, and the statement is substantially and almost verbally the same in all the others, that the great Hermes that was Cubby's son, the which Cubby was Sim's son, that was Noah's son. This same Hermes was afterward called Herpes, the father of wisdom. He found one of the 2 pillars of stone and discovered the science written therein. He taught it to other men. There are 2 persons of the name of Hermes mentioned in sacred history. The first is the divine Hermes, called by the Romans Mercury. Among the Egyptians, he is known as Thoth. Diodorus Siculus describes him as the secretary of Osiris. He is commonly supposed to have been the son of Mizram, and Cumberland says that he was the same as Osiris. There is, however, much confusion among the mythologies concerning his attributes. The second was Hermes Trismegistus, or the Thrice Great, who was the celebrated Egyptian legislator, priest, and philosopher, who lived in the region of Ninos about the year of the world 2670. He is said to have written 36 books on theology and philosophy, and 6 upon medicine, all which are lost. There are many traditions of him, one of which, related by Eusebius, is that he introduced hieroglyphics into Egypt. This Hermes Trismegistus, although the reality of his existence is doubtful, was claimed by the alchemists as the founder of their art, whence it is called the Hermetic science, and whence we get in Masonry Hermetic rites and Hermetic degrees. It is said to him that the legend of the craft refers, and indeed the York Constitutions, which are of importance, though not probably of the date 926, assigned to them by Clauser, give him that title, and says that he brought the costume of making himself understood by signs with him to Egypt. In the first ages of the Christian Church, this mythical Egyptian philosopher was in fact considered as the inventor of everything known to the human intellect. It was fabled that Pythagoras and Plato had derived their knowledge from him, and that he had recorded his inventions on pillars. The operative Masons who wrote the old constitutions obtained their acquaintance with him from the Polychronicon of the monk Ranulph Higden, which was translated from the Latin by Trevisa and printed by William Caxton in 1482. It is repeatedly quoted in the Cook manuscript, whose probable date is the latter part of the 15th century, and was undoubtedly familiar to the writers of the other constitutions. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Rosies. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.